I would say who you follow is not neutral. Your worldview and your belief system is being shaped by the things you're reading, the material you're feasting on, the reels you're watching, because those reels, they just suck us in. And you can be on there for hours and then come out of it for a breath of fresh air and realize how much time you've spent. I've done it. We've all done it. But there's just a lot of things that deal with the spiritual online, and they use Bible verses, and they sound true and right, and they sound good. And I think Christian women really need to remember that Satan promised Jesus all of these good things. It wasn't bad things. And that's how we get in trouble as women. And in First Timothy 3:6-7, it says, "For among them are those who creep into households and capture weak women, burdened with sins and led astray by various passions, always learning and never able to arrive at a knowledge of the truth." We're on social media always learning. And in that time, false teachers would go around to people's homes. We don't necessarily need that because they just come through our phones, through our screens. Um, and, when we're burdened with our sins and led astray by our various passions and our feelings, our guards are down, and, something might look really aesthetically pleasing. We might say, "Oh, she seems so nice. I like the way that she said that. She doesn't seem like negative. She seems very positive." And I would just encourage women to look at what somebody's saying on paper and not with the flowers in the background or the beautiful aesthetic, but what are they actually saying? And consider the source. I always ask myself when I'm following someone, what kind of church are they in? Are they in a church? Do they have pastors, elders? What is their belief system? Does this go along with sound doctrine? Is it what my church is teaching, or is this something completely different? It's okay. It's not considered wrong or too hyper vigilant to check out somebody's like where are they coming from? What have they written in the past? What are they about? We should do that. Go to the source. And I would say self-assessment. So the things that I'm reading online, is this building up my marriage, my home? Is it building up my church? Or is it tearing down? Is it chipping away at my personal growth and holiness? Is it causing anxiety or unrighteous anger? Is it claiming something that's contrary to biblical truth? So we have to be vigilant on this side of heaven. Like, we can't ever let our guards down. And social media has a way of giving you so much information, but never arriving to the knowledge of the truth. And so we might be growing in knowledge, but we're not growing in wisdom most of the time. And a lot of these things, especially that I'm seeing with women, is a desire for materials, for health, for prosperity, for being in the know about certain things. And it's not teaching us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. It's keeping us focused on this life and not the next. So yeah, and I don't know if it's the best use of time to be a student of social media. Now, this is for women that maybe aren't in a sound church and they're in between stage. I think social media and podcasts and videos are super helpful aids. They're aids to us, right? But they shouldn't be our main source of getting that meat, the teaching that we need from a church. So those are some of my cautions.